How many flats are upstairs?
3 flats upstairs.
And downstairs?
2.
Okay.
2 3-beds downstairs. 3 1-beds upstairs. So yeah, entrance to one of the flats.
Yeah.
Another flat directly behind me here.
Yeah.
Fire door. And if you spin 180, flat there. Building cost 123,000.
Okay, which is not much at all, really.
You think what you'd buy a house for nowadays?
And then your renovation costs are
195. The whole block is valued at 470. There's other costs in there, like say the service charges. There's some other bits which we've done, which was to do with the damp. You've got obviously on top of that, you've got your planning fees and architect fees. You've got building control fees.
Yeah.
Everything has to be tested, so all the soundproofing, we have to run a test for that.
Right.
So there's then extra fees in there. So in total, it's probably going to cost 370,000.
Right. Okay.
But like I said, you've got equity in there at the end. Once it's complete, it's packaged up. You give it to the council 7 years. You haven't got to come back here for 7 years.
No, that's incredible.
You forget about it.
And is it £86.23 a week per flat, or
for 1 bed? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
For a 3-bed, the ones downstairs is £117.40 a week.
Okay.
Per flat.
Yeah.
So on average, that comes to about £2,148. We'll be able to remortgage and pull out probably 90% of the money we've put in.
Right.
And then at the end of the day, we'll be taking home £900 a month.
Yeah. Daniel tells me that's lemon and lime. I'm not so sure. I don't know about these builders. Have a swig of it. Have a little drink of it, Dan.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. I'll say it's lemon and lime, but I won't.
Lemon and lime, not so sure. Not so sure.
There's a lot of people out there who don't know a lot about property. You can joint venture with someone who's got the power team, got the knowledge, got the resources, and leverage everything of them. And basically, you're just investing. You're just putting money in as you would do in shares.
And you've just got the peace of mind of not having to deal with builders every day. And
yeah, no issues about having to get the gas board in, Cadent Gas. If the worst case happened again, like 2008 with the crash, here we're looking to rent it out anyway, so we're keeping it, whatever. But if we were looking to sell it on, we wanted to make £100,000, and tomorrow the world crashed again, you rent it out. You just rent it out all day long. So you always have 2 exit strategies. So I bought a property, my very first property, in 2007, just before the crash happened, £150,000. Crash happened, obviously negative equity straight away. Luckily it was my own property. But then in 2012 I moved, kept the property, rented it out. Now prices have come back, now it's on the market for 200,000. As long as you've got 2 exits.
Yeah.
If you're looking to sell, you make sure if it doesn't sell, you can rent it out. Yeah. And the rent will at least pay all your costs. At the end of the day, I physically haven't done anything apart from found the property, had the vision to see it could be this, got a good architect in to make sure we get what we need, get the planning done. Because your team isn't gonna find the properties for you. You have to find them. But then you can bring, like with this one, we had it subject to planning. So if the planning wouldn't have come off for 5 flats, we had no commitment to buy. We'd have maybe spent 1,500 quid on planning, but you wouldn't be stuck with a building costing you 125 grand.
No.
Nothing to do. Either my own money or as equity, I always leave 25% in.
Why is that?
It's just, one, that's probably some of the best rates you can get, the easiest lending. But I always like to have meat in the game as such. So if anything does happen, you won't go into
like a property crash and things like that.
Yeah, another property crash. The worst crash back in the 1920s was the worst one ever, and property prices dropped by 23%. So if I'm leaving 25% in, I'm never going to be in negative equity. If your due diligence works out and you're confident with what you're doing, it is only numbers.